piece called Beyond the Visual Rainbow. It is a 50-foot long piece of chicken wire that has been woven with different fabric, donated clothes, and over 300 objects that are attached or woven into the piece itself. In 2010, I was awarded the apprenticeship for the DC Creates Public Arts program, and worked with the commission on choosing a lead artist. The lead artist was Cheryl Foster, and then Cheryl worked and helped me, basically leading me into producing my own public art piece, and that's what this talk is about. My goal was for it to somewhat be like a time capsule. I mean, literally having products and things from the community represent the vibrancy and resiliency of the community. Deanwood is formed and been able to maintain a thriving, self-producing environment. In the 1940s, 1950s, basically Deanwood didn't have to step outside of their own community in order to survive and actually live thriving lives. They had raised their own produce. They had amusement parks.
You gotta speak louder than everybody else.
Churches, good quality and amount of churches in the community. A racetrack. They were literally had this mini metropolis inside of the community, and so I definitely incorporated objects that hopefully represent some of that experience into the piece itself. And the base itself is, like I mentioned before, chicken wire. And the chicken wire, as part of the overall program, the community outreach portion of the program, I worked with two different groups of children, one from the fishing school and the other was from the Seed Public Charter School, and also a teacher at Seed Public Charter School. We arranged so that her group would come into Deanwood and we would work on a couple workshops. One was about being an artist, two was about being a public art artist, production, and the business of being an artist. It was a wonderful experience. They actually led the program because of their interest, and that was awesome. I couldn't ask for more. One of the other aspects of the community outreach was working with the senior citizens group at Deanwood Recreation Center. They helped me start and kind of maintain a donation drive because the majority of the fabric and the clothing that is incorporated into the public art piece is donated from the Deanwood community.
Amber's work is prolific. It's a testament to what happens when an artist is invested in community and community returns that investment. And look at what we have. Artists have always been integral to community building, and they will continue to be. So power to the artists.
I felt all the energy she was talking about, the masculine and the feminine, is really meditative, it's really spiritual. You can feel the culture of Deanwood, but also her culture too, and her background and where she came from in the piece.
I can say I'm really proud of Amber, and I know she's been working incredibly hard, and I love how she's incorporated a lot of different ideas and concepts and things that she's been working on over time, and it's really culminated in this incredibly gorgeous and ambitious piece.
Hard work, keep doing it, don't quit. It's been a long road since Nova. She's on her way.
Amber's work is not just tremendous, it has, I would say, a very important story to tell about this community.
I think Amber's work, as I communicated earlier, is more of a meditation as well as beauty. And I think it could, help the youth and the community by embracing it, meditating, and using it to help decide where you're at.
I think the art says enough about Amber. Art is really personal, really personal. This is an exposing piece of culture, spirituality. I hear music, I see waves, I see history. Amber's a little deeper than I thought. Surprising. I'm really surprised by how it turned out.
That's what's up.
You can't create great work like this without being a great person, and so she is exemplary of the development, and I'm proud that she came to the Howard program. The work is rhythmic, it's African, it's inspirational, and when you ask, for instance, a child, you have to ask two questions. What do you think about this, and how do you feel about it? Because it covers all of those areas of the human existence in one piece, and I think that's the prize to this community, is that this particular kind of work, some people call it abstract, but it deals very much with the inner feelings and the emotions and the spirit of a people.
In my sculptures, the wire, and in this particular case, chicken wire, represents a social construct, and for this particular piece, it represents a racist or racism or a social construct that I think Deanwood basically overcame and made their own instance of just transcending their environment or transcending their outside environment. So overall, the experience itself in terms of the apprenticeship was invaluable. It's a wonderful thing.